welcome to the Ham Radio, sometimes Radio Clubhouse. How are you guys?
What's going on? Hey guys.
I really wish sometimes that we could show what people are doing off camera, because I looked down right before the show went live and Izzo was just doing this. I was like, what in the hell is he trying to do?
Do you want to know? Do you want the short version or do you want the long version?
Were you looking for your assault shooter so you could shoot flies or?
No, I have. Okay, so we're christening the Eskimo ice hut tonight. Okay, so the summer stuff has been put away. I brought the ice hut out here. I can do HF out here. I can bring the 705 if I want. Ham Radio Clubhouse, etc., etc. I got all my little entities. No, wait. I'm sorry. Entities of a sub man cave in here now. Okay.
Okay.
You can't see it, but there's a light directly above my head. And before I put on the big spotlights for tonight's show, I accidentally left that light on, so I'm trying to shut it off. And then all of a sudden, it started hanging. And in the middle of the show, I don't want it beaning me in the middle of the head.
That'd be hilarious, though.
Yeah, see, I was just going to say, you guys going to think that's great content.
Gold.
I've already had one TBI with the sewer pipe. I told you guys about that a few weeks ago. I am not going to get hit in the head again. I am not going to get hit in the head again.
That's all right. I've got Matthew on speed dial. It's okay.
You know how to dial 911, don't you?
Yep. And since he knows everybody at the 911 center, they're going, what the hell did he do this time?
Yeah. What now? What now?
We'll slow roll him just in case he comes to. What are you smoking tonight, Izzo?
I have the Inch
The
again.
Inch, of course. That's a great cigar.
Well, I have only 2 left. And I got to feel, so we got a lot of activities going on tonight, so I cut this one up just in case. If not, I'll finish it tomorrow or whatever. But
I can't smoke in the house, otherwise I join you, because I have an Inch right over there in my humidor.
Between the Maduro and the Nicaraguan, I like them both, man. They're J.C. Newman. This is a good cigar, and I said I'm not going to buy any more cigars until I start cleaning out the humidors. So not that I'm going to purposely smoke more, but I want to do a little flushing. I think.
If you ever get a chance to try a Jake Wyatt Fourth Dimension, there's a local shop that carries those here. I love them. So for those of you, I know we're only allowed like a minute or two of cigar talk before people start complaining in the chat. Why are we talking about cigars? So I'll keep it short. But yeah, good stuff. And Mike, K at MRD, you should be able to get that Inch down in your neck of the woods as well.
Mike, if you like, again, this is all Nicaraguan. And again, remember, we've always said everyone's palates are different. But for anybody who likes the Nicaraguans, this is a more of on the fuller side. But if you like it, you're going to love it. So,
yeah.
There you go.
So, Four Wheelin' Redneck says, I've got some Joe Bread audio tonight. Well, I'm not listening. I don't actively listen to the audio going to the stream. So getting feedback like that is great because I made a few tweaks, and usually I have to wait until the show's over. And then when I'm editing the podcast, it's like, man, I wish I would have done this. So thanks for the feedback. We appreciate the
and
live
just for the
input.
record, if we can get to it and if we stay on the rails tonight, again, I have a list. I've been making lists.
I have a list too.
He came prepared.
I actually have to start that list.
You need a list you need to put a post-it note as a reminder to start the list.
Yeah, exactly. So let's, I guess we need to get started here. Those of you that are in green, everyone that's not in green, those that are in green in our chat, those are our channel members. So thank you for those of you who support the channel. You see a large chunk of them right before we go live as a special shout out and a thank you for that. If you'd like to become a channel member, there's a button right down there that you can press. That will get you fast tracked into it. There's also a Buy Me a Coffee, which we call Buy Me a Beer, if you like to use that. We've got plenty of options. We're coming up with some new ideas, too, thanks to Vern 6. So appreciate that, buddy. I'm not going into any details because I promise I won't. We're still working on the giveaway, and I think we've settled on Izzo's idea of the 12 days of Christmas.
No, that was Molson.
Molson
said that. No, credit where credit due. Brother Molson said that.
We'll give you the credit. It's good.
No, because
he needs a lot.
No, this is how it works in every
you
club.
See what we're working with here.
If it's your idea and we all say yes, that means now you got to roll with it. So now you got to coordinate it. That's how it works.
But we just need to hash out the details, how much we're going to spend, and all that kind of good stuff. But I like the 12 days of Christmas idea.
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
And the last couple of weeks, the super chats and all that kind of stuff that's coming in has kind of been mind blowing. So hopefully we'll keep that rolling. We'll get a couple more fundraising opportunities going. That way we can blow it out for the month of December.
If we need to raise more money, I will take another one for the team. But you got to
buy barbecue potato chips.
No, but you got it. Yes,
rent an Izzo.
Rent an Izzo, right?
Yeah, you got to rent an Izzo.
You got to. Can I ask a favor?
Yes, depends on what the favor is. No, I'm not helping you move.
No.
He's got his own truck.
Right?
Yeah, I have my own truck. Listen,
damn, I've been on mute the whole time.
Are you serious?
I was wondering why it was so quiet from that corner.
I know,
Jesus.
right?
Rent an Izzo for your mama's next birthday party.
Yeah. All right.
He comes out with that zinger.
All right.
Evan, thanks so much for the $25 super chat. Ham Radio Clubhouse weekly dues. Thanks, guys, for the entertainment. Thank you, Evan, for being here every week, and thank you for giving Molson so much shit. We appreciate it.
Molson, pronounce his name so we can.
Bar check.
Bar check, please. Out.
All right, I will take one for the team. However,
define.
I just want to be able to like if you guys put up some stuff. Give me like one or two options that maybe, and I don't want to make it easy. In all fairness, I'm a man, okay? I got hair on my chest. My fingernails get dirty like everybody else. I'm a man, okay? But and it's not going to be barbecue chips again. Let's do something
So we have to come up with something different, something more. We could send you some Canadian snacks.
Okay.
And let you try those out.
Can I tell you something?
So angry that those got thrown away.
No fruit, because I like a lot of fruit, but don't give me applesauce and don't give me apples. Can we give
you some pumpkin spice prunes?
Ooh. Okay, that means I gotta get the 5 gallon. I gotta get that 5 gallon emergency pail and the dude wipes right next to here.
Right. Four-wheeling redneck. Thanks for the 10 months as a channel member. We appreciate it, buddy. And $10 super chat from Ham Radio Crusader. Thank you, Freddie Mac, for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you for the show. Y'all make my week.
Thank you. Freddie.
Thank you guys. Without the 85 of you that show up every week to give us shit and have fun, this show doesn't work without you guys. So we definitely appreciate it. And let's see here.
Memberships there.
Oh, we got shout out another 2-month Ham Radio Wilderness Frank KG6NLW ketchup chips.
We did those already.
Okay.
You know, okay, I'm gonna go shopping.
You said someone was throwing out
Mike
membership.
Mike AK. And Steve KO4AFL was a recipient of one of those.
Nice. Molson, go shopping.
Oh, the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I just
what I want to do.
Yeah, I need Jody and John, my Canadian brothers, and Misha, to send me on Discord some messages of that's uniquely Canadian food, whether it's snacks or whatnot, to send to these guys. That's what we're gonna do.
Fair.
So
absolutely.
Ketchup chips, the Lay's ketchup chips are definitely on the list to go. Not the other.
You got to make sure and get the extra ketchup ones because they really root out the corners of your mouth. So you got to have that experience.
So Scout 75, the answer is no. You're not sending me a tub of pickled herring. I used to work in the food. Listen, guys. I've been blessed 23 years working in the food industry. There's a lot of things I know to stay the heck away. Even if I'm on the island by myself on the sand with one palm tree, in my own little castaway, I am not going to eat that herring.
Holy gifted subs, Batman. Thank you, Steve.
Absolutely.
Chuck, Reed, Travis, Hamilton Hurst, Tracy Kennedy. The gifted subs from
what's with these guys in barbecue potato chips and ketchup? We've done them.
It's
already.
all about you, buddy. They just like seeing you. They like seeing you in agony.
Yeah, you're going to see me in
Digital
agony.
Ranker giving out 5 gifted subs there.
Jason KB1WSE, thanks for the $5 super chat. Barbecue potato chips. See, Izzo, you tell people you don't like potato chips, and
No.
Hmm.
This is all James Linden's fault.
I
This is
agree.
all James Linden's fault.
Digital Rancher, thanks for the 5 gifted. I'm trying to see who was a recipient of that. Looks like Abraham Clark, NU1U Ant, Todd, AI4TB, Chris Bricker, and Ham Radio Adventure Guy.
Did you say Ant's here tonight?
Ant's in the house.
Connecticut POTA, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connecticut represented.
Brother.
POTA, brother.
But anyway, all right. So I guess I will turn it over to Izzo and
No.
you...
Go around. Let me, because then I'll just roll into my list. So give it to somebody else.
Okay. Well, I have things to talk about too. Everyone knows that this is Albuquerque week, so I'm in balloon porn.
All right. So we'll go to you when we're going to talk.
Bliss. All right. Well, we'll start with Joe Brett.
Hey, it's Joe Brett, K5YVY. How are y'all doing? I think since we was talking about giveaways and stuff, if anybody's interested in a little straight key, this is a MFJ 566.
Okay.
Little straight key. Beep, 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 beep. So it's pretty nice. I hooked it up, but that is different from a paddle. So I think I'm going to stick with the paddle, but there's your sneak peek.
Are you learning the ways of the dits and the das?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm still where I was at last year.
I'll keep waiting for the pamphlet that says, let me
It
tell you about
looks
our
nice on
Lord
the
and
desk,
Savior.
But it looks
The
nice,
DOS.
though, Joe.
CW.
Joe, doesn't it look nice? Doesn't a CW keyer look nice?
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
my
station?
paddle sits right in front of my radio. It's
Yeah, it looks
brass
nice,
and
man.
all that. Yeah,
It does.
It's nice. And I can get on there and I can throw out my call sign and I can hear your CQ. I can recognize that, but I don't know what you're saying after that. But
Izzo, how about a rum fruitcake? That's a good idea.
Let me tell you something. I may have to tell you about that. That'll be after the meeting story.
That's for
That's an extra chat deal.
That's for
I
those
can't
folks
go.
over in the dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. That's a
Yeah.
dumpster fire story, brother.
So shout out to the dumpster fire gang. I know some of them are in here. And if you're curious what that is, join our Discord. Links are down in the description of the video. Be forewarned, it is a rowdy group in there. So
It is not G-rated.
it is not G-rated. It's what the Clubhouse used to be before we had to adhere to rules. And we are very lax on the rules here too. But
Oh, the stories we used
man.
to tell around 11 o'clock
God.
at night, going into midnight.
To say the only one in the dumpster fire right now is Evan.
wow,
What?
wow! Someone throw out the
Wow.
bat signal.
Really? Evan, what'd you do?
He's
Fart
in there
there?
singing all by
Right?
myself.
Yeah, exactly. So Ed says the power of CW compels you.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Church of CW.
The church
Oh.
of CW.
Did you see the ham till it hurts suggestion for Izzo? Wasabi ice cream.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh,
Okay,
it does,
I
and
can
that's
get
why
with
we
that.
need to send something to Izzo.
I only
Cool
know
at the same time,
Wasabi.
man.
Okay, I only know Wasabi from the movie Cars, the Pixar movie Cars. I think it was 2 or 3 when they were around the world. and-
Pistachio ice cream.
yeah, Mater ate too much. Right, pistachio. So I'm going to presume you have to eat just a little bit. You can't eat a lot of that ice cream, I don't think.
Well,
I don't
wasabi's
know.
gross.
If it's
Do you
done
know
right,
that?
it's not bad.
Do you know that only 3% of the wasabi is actually made from wasabi, the plant? Like, so a lot of it is artificial.
I don't know this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How do
You
you,
grow it
how
also?
do you artificially create wasabi when it's not from the root? I did know it was from the root.
Yeah. Well, how do they make Kraft dinner with fake cheese? They can make anything these days.
Oh, here we go. Here comes a rant. Hold on, boys. Put on your seatbelt.
You guys have Kraft
So,
dinner, right?
James,
In the
Like-
States?
Mhm.
KD? Okay.
what's it
good.
called?
Like, what is Velveeta? It's not cheese.
What is it? It's
a
chemical
block
cheese.
It's a block
It's a-
of it's a block of yellow goo that happens to have some sort of structure.
It's
to
all chemicals. The astronauts won't even eat it up there.
it.
Really? Well, I'm
Not
sure
the
to
same
God.
way. I mean,
And
So
they
my
drank
buddy works-
Tang.
My buddy works for Kraft in where they make the cheese that goes in Kraft
Right.
dinner. And supposedly the yellow powder is a major carcinogenic. And that there's a process. I forget what it is. He told me this years ago, but it's pretty bad stuff until it gets like added to other ingredients and becomes like, I don't know,
A paste.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're educating tonight on the Clubhouse. Sean didn't know wasabi was a plant. So
It is.
we tried to leave a little bit of knowledge for those that would like to partake.
Yeah,
of it.
Jeremy Clarkson Farm. I think season 2, where he talks about growing stuff. I think Jeremy Clarkson was growing wasabi over in the UK.
No. He was growing wheat and barley.
No. There was some wasabi he was growing by that creek
Really?
that he dammed up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Well, there's
Clarkson Farm is another fantastic
wasabi farm. Yeah.
prime
so
video watching
supposedly, if I remember correctly from the mini documentary I watched, it's like 30 times more expensive than the artificial weight. So that's why only 3% of wasabi found in the United States is real. And I think surprisingly, Japan is pretty much the same percentage.
How do you fake wasabi? Do you like it?
How do you?
Horseradish. Okay, that works.
Yeah,
And
it
turn it
actually
green?
is. Actually, that is right, Steve. I remember. Yeah, now that you say that,
Look at
it's horseradish
Steve
that
once
they use.
again.
He
Steve,
Googled it.
That's from the chat.
look
No,
at Steve.
that's from the
Oh.
chat.
And
I'm not
what's
taking
up?
that for
And that horseradish. If you're sick, and you need to do between brandy, Vicks Vapor Rub,
I'll stick with the brandy.
and the horseradish. I'm not saying do all three, but you have 3
Trifecta.
homeopathic methods.
Absolutely, all three at once.
Yeah.
Okay,
Speaking of horseradish, which I love horseradish with roast beef.
Really?
Oh, like the stronger you can get it, like the better it is. With especially with roast.
I can't. It
Roast
like
beef
tickles.
is
It
great.
like, it like
roast
tickles
beef
my
and
brain.
gravy. Oh,
yes,
it's amazing.
Shane, you're right. It does tickle.
How the hell
Yeah,
do we
it's got
go
that-
from me showing a damn CWT to wasabi?
Because this is the ham radio / not radio clubhouse show, which has a title of tonight of another unidentified balloon type object. We're not talking about balloons either. So when you come to the clubhouse, you don't know what the hell you're gonna hear.
See,
It's whatever we decide to chat about.
Well, when you get through your wasabi, I'll finish.
Wait a minute. Guys, Molson's
so
very,
well,
Molson's very knowledgeable. I'm finding this to be very interesting. He is so knowledgeable here.
No, go ahead, Dan.
No, because
He's like,
because
Jeremy
I was-
took over the show. You might as
We
well
I was
finish.
are-
hijacking the conversation and talking about my week. So you
Hold on.
continue.
We
We
get the
are-
Joe Brett voice.
We are invested,
Whoa.
man.
No, it's okay. Go.
I feel totally out of place if I jump in now. So please.
Oh, jump in. The water's warm. Everyone's
Yeah, it
peed.
is.
Everyone's peed already in the pool. Don't worry about it.
That
It
happened.
is Taco Tuesday, so wasabi on
Is it?
tacos.
Jesus.
No. I did have okay.
Cantaloupe and tacos is something I don't
What
I
want
had,
to
does
I had
discuss.
sushi today, and I did take a little bit of wasabi and put on.
So the
Right,
question I
sushi,
have:
but-
so a guy who can't eat this hot stuff, what does wasabi like? What do you put it on? Do you spread it like it's
Sushi.
mayonnaise? Okay,
Sushi.
sushi, but little like what? Like a thumbnail, right? Or
Like
less?
the end of your chopstick.
Mhm.
So there's
And just-
so if you
just-
if
Go
you
ahead,
roll
Dan.
your own sushi. So actually, we have friends that we get together with and we make our own sushi. And so when you roll it,
That's a video.
typically you'll
He doesn't
put
put
your
out
finger,
videos.
your clean finger in water, and then you'll like wipe it across the edge of the wrap, and then it'll seal it. And sometimes
You
what
don't wear
can do is
gloves while doing that.
or you can wash your hands good like you should when you're preparing food. And then
I like to
one way-
cross contaminate.
No.
yeah, one way you can do it is you can water with wasabi, and you can seal it with like wasabi and water, and then each bite gets a little bit of wasabi. But yeah, Shane's right. Like typically, unless you're like doing a dare with your kids, you'll just take a little bit on the tip of your chopstick, and then you'll put on top. A
Just
little
adds
bit
a
goes a
little bit
long
of-
way with good wasabi.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I'm with Digital Rancher. Mix it in with the soy sauce.
Oh, that is a good. Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah, it's another option.
You guys
Yeah.
have me so afraid right now.
Gives it a nice little pop.
Izzo, do you like
Well, I
sushi?
guess you got.
Ish. Okay.
Listen,
Sushi's
I
so
love
expensive.
I love the fish, guys. I love the fish. I'm Italian. Come on, I love fish. I
You
could
have
do
to free-
oysters. oysters all night long. Seriously, I could do clams all night long. Lobster, you give it all to me. A good school
Thank you,
Geo
Jody.
calamari. Absolutely.
You have to. Some people go and they get fresh fish to do the sushi if they make it at home, and you have to get frozen fish. You have to get fish that was frozen because it kills. Like when you freeze it, it like kills some of the.
But to me, sushi is
Some of the
weird.
stuff that makes you stay in the bathroom.
It's
Yeah,
a whole
exactly.
different
Yeah.
It's a whole different category because it's not. It's raw.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
No. Okay.
Jason, this is a top tip. After you handle wasabi, make sure you wash your hands before you go to the restroom.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
don't
Yes.
Don't do that.
don't like pick the little thing out of your eye there. You're like,
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the scream that was heard across
Yeah.
the world, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I
The
can imagine.
shouts
I can imagine.
heard around the world.
Oh, I can imagine that being a problem in the bathroom. Oh my goodness!
Sometimes I
let this guy
wonder
finish up his
what goes
week.
on. Yeah, go ahead, Joe Brett. Now that we're done with wasabi.
I'm so out of damn place here. But since we're talking about food, I was just gonna say I'm glad y'all can't smell me through the screen. You know, over the years I've had these internet woes, and I was watching Mailbag Monday. May have heard of it on Ham Radio Tube, and
That's a new channel, isn't it?
yeah, it is pretty new.
every Monday afternoon.
It came out with a bunch of subscribers. He didn't even have to build his subscriber base up. It was pretty neat.
Lucky
But,
guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably a bunch of bots, but
I mean, if you know that guy, you know.
You
he
know
was
that
sitting
guy.
there. He was showing a part where he drilled through his motor, his stuff that's between the bricks. You know, what is
Mortar?
that? Mortar.
Mortar.
Yeah,
Mortar.
yeah.
That's an Izzoism you just said. You said an Izzoism. You know that.
Right.
You've been hanging around me too long.
And I said, you know, I bought this 100-foot length of Ethernet cable, direct bury and stuff. It's time for me, because what would happen is sometimes I would have my full gig fiber service out here, and then most nights I'm just running on 100 because the wiring's all messed up. So anyway, spent some time under the house today, but what's interesting is the wife wanted to go do that. So I'm like, okay, you can crawl up under there.
She wanted to go under the house?
She went under the house.
You better buy her steak dinner.
Man, she gets on the mower and weed eats and all. And I said, okay.
There's not too many people who start the conversation. I spent a good portion of the day under the house. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Well, there you go.
There you go. See?
Yeah. So anyway, we got the internet stuff all sorted out. That's working good. And
nice.
I
can
still
tell
think
you got some good
You
frame
look
rates there,
fantastic, Joe Brett. You look good.
I'm just lost a thought, and that's I don't get to say a lot most of the time, so
Usually because it's raining.
there's my segment. Yeah, because it's raining.
We try
We
to
should-
help.
We should point something out. Congratulations goes to our brother Joe Brett. Part of my notes saying
What'd
Joe
you do?
now has 2.5k subscribers. Is that correct, Joe Brett?
It is. Thank
Wow.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Congratulations.
to everybody.
Job,
That,
buddy.
everybody
So what I
that's
want
accidentally
every-
clicked that button. Thank you.
this is what you're all going to do. When you guys go out and you bring the kiddies out trick or treating, I want you guys like a fortune cookie. You're going to be dropping these links to Joe's show. So and you just drop them in the candy bowl. So this way, between the homeowner and others, they're going to get this piece of paper. They're going to say, "What is this?" And they're going to watch Joe's stuff. They're going to like it, and then his subscriber base is going to go up.
That's a good
There you
idea, though. I got a
Thank
bunch of those.
That's the tip.
YouTube
besides
cards.
the wasabi and the Velveeta, that's your tip from Izzo tonight.
What did we ever do without you, Izzo?
A hell of a lot more.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but
It happens. All right, so I can cross that off my list.
yeah.
Okay.
We talked about Joe Brett's channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
When's the next video dropping?
Terry, talking about videos, I have stocked up, and
I mean, it's YouTube.
I've got at least 20 weeks of videos releasing once a week.
Nice.
20 weeks?
He's
Yep.
got 20
Well-
weeks. It takes me 20 months between my videos. Holy
20
Twen-
years.
21 actually, because a viewer contacted me and asked if he could send me a product that he wanted me to evaluate on a few specific things, and I said I'll try my best. And
What
What
type
word?
of product?
What type of what kind of things? Specifics?
It's a product that I'll do a
Leave it
video
alone,
on.
Enzo. Leave it alone.
It's ham radio related.
From the Atlantic or from the Pacific Ocean? Which one?
I didn't ask where he was from.
No. For anyway. Hey, listen.
You-
Another
This is
shout
the
out.
pot calling the kettle black.
That's
Have you
why I
heard
told
some
leave it
of the
alone.
shit that comes out of Izzo's mouth?
I am going to
And
redeem.
he
No,
wants to call Joe Brett out for specific.
I'm going to call Joe Brett out, and I'm going to call Joe
Oh.
Brett out in a good way.
Pacific.
This is
yeah.
what I want everybody to do.
Specific.
This is what I want everybody to do. Go into Amazon. Go.
Y'all
through-
knew what the hell I was saying.
See?
What's the
Go-
problem?
We're listening. Go to Amazon right now because it's Prime Day. So get some deals. Now here's what you're going to do in this
from
search bar.
Joe Brett.
No, whatever.
You just
Listen,
lost
no.
me for the rest of the show.
No, follow me. I'm being serious, guys. Darn it! Don't make me turn into the old man waving the cane up and down.
That grinds my gears.
Wait a
Go into
minute.
Amazon. Go into Amazon. Search just in the search bar. Just put in
Use
ham
the link
radio.
in chat to go to Amazon.
Take it.
You're going to scroll down. As you're scrolling down, you're going to see all these radios. All of a sudden,
Steve, you have to be
a
monetized
video is
first.
going to pop up. I think it's from T-Radio or Tri-Radio, whatever. And then all of a sudden, there's going to be a whole bunch of people. And guess who you're going to see? You're going to see a quick shot of Joe Brett in there. It is so cool.
Where?
I let that thing go into Amazon.
Okay.
In the search bar, type in amateur radio or ham radio. Then start scrolling down. And about 3/4 of the way down the page, you're going to see a video of some. Joe, help me out. Is it T-Radio, Tri-Radio, whatever?
The titty radio.
The TID Radio, and then you're going to see a whole bunch
TID
of
radio.
people in their promotion video. They took a snapshot of our Joe Brett, and I loved it. I played that thing for hours.
See, Frank the Tank sent me a message today about the video on the product page for the H8. And I had to kind of laugh a little bit because they asked for like a 10-second little segment from several folks, you know. And when I watched it, they also sped them segments up by 10. And seriously, when it starts, you hear, what?
Do that again. What is it? What do they say?
I'm glad Joe Brett's the spokesperson for TID Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouted out in the middle of the 911 center, I know that guy. And everyone looked at me like, what do you know? The bad guy or something that we were.
Oh, well, since we're on that subject, I will state that none of my upcoming planned videos include TID Radio, Retivus, Baofeng, anything like that. So this is a new little adventure for me.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Potted plants?
Wasabi.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
Velveeta.
I have a product coming
How many leaves?
that I have found no videos on yet.
Really?
Yes.
You mean you found something?
No, they reached out to me and they said, "Hey, we have this new product coming out. Would you like to try it out?" And I sent them the link of the last similar product that was sent to me, and that video was not very nice to said product. And I said, "Sure, after watching this video, if you would like to send this to me, be my guest." And sure enough, I got like 2 days later, I got a thing in the mail that says, or in the email that said, "Hey, here's a tracking number." So they have been warned. And so let me go to segue one moment. So last week we chatted about people getting paid for stuff on YouTube.
Mike,
Right?
yes, Mike was talking about.
And there was a lot of
I've got
people
a bone to pick with that too. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wow, we
I
fired
found
Joe
a
Brett up
subject. I
tonight.
found a subject. But so we've been getting all kinds of crap on our personal channels about how you get paid to do this. They send you a free radio, you give them a good review. No, I don't. If they send me shit, I give them a shit review, and I tell them up front, you're not going to see this video before it goes out to the public. You're not going to control what information is sent out. So if you're still okay with that and you want to send me something, bring it. Here's my address. Send it to me. So it just gets me when people just assume, because I have that little disclaimer that says that this was sent to me free of charge for the review, that it's going to be a biased review, and that could not be farther from the truth. And that goes for pretty much everybody who has ever been on this show, who we've associated with. When you send us a shit product, you're going to get a shit review. That's why
careful.
Reddit has stopped sending me stuff.
You and a few others.
Yes, I was like, I'm not doing. First of all, all they wanted me to send me was FRS, and I was like, no, I'm not interested. Don't want to do it. And then when they sent me one thing, the one thing that they sent me was absolute garbage. And I told them, I said, do you want me to release this? And they said no. And I said, great, you can send the radio back because it was absolute crap. So anyway, Joe Brett, you wanted to jump on that same soapbox?
Yeah. So I've been monetized.
This is Joe Brett's Wasabi squirrel. See? Go ahead.
I've been monetized since June, and then you see all these videos of how much I made in my first month of being monetized on YouTube. Well, not in this niche, baby.
Nope.
And I give it some credit. Some of my videos since I've been monetized has not been bangers, but as far as the views go, but I have passed the threshold of.
Did you finally get paid?
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So AdSense says you must reach $100 balance to get paid. I have passed that shit by a few dollars, like last month.
Wow.
But you go to my AdSense and it still says $76 over and over and over again. So I don't know how long it takes for that stuff to update, but whatever.
They need an API.
Joe Brett's got that calculator spreadsheet. He knows.
Right?
Don't pull nothing over on Joe Brett's eyes. Mm-hmm.
That's my Hellfest fund money, man.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Call JG Wentworth.
It's my money, and I want it now.
You want it now?
That's the same way with the Amazon. If I send out an Amazon Associates link or an Amazon affiliate link, yes, I get paid 10 cents when you spend $80 on something, or I get like a couple bucks. But it takes 120 days for that $2 to get to me.
Well,
it is
we're
terrible.
going to hold this for 3 months.
Right?
Do they give the
Anyway.
interest on that money?
No, of course not.
But you have to declare that at the end of the year
No,
as income.
I don't declare it until it's in my wallet.
Not saying I'm an IRS agent here, but I'm just saying you eventually have to declare that through a 1099.
It's an earning, yeah. You have to declare it as an income tax.
I mean, I'm not going to self-incriminate here, so.
Okay, then I'm going to shut up right now.
I was to say, if
So,
they send
I
you
mean, up to a
1099,
certain amount, I'm sure the government don't give a shit about. So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
And they
Here-
stopped watching us a long time ago.
Not
They stopped
exactly.
watching us at
that's
episode
when the
45.
that's when the 105 cool people showed up. Is when the government left.
Right.
And thanks for the 105 people who are watching right now.
So you
guys
hit
are-
that $600 mark, and so this is
It is.
last year when I went to do my taxes. My tax lady was looking over everything, and I did a contract job on the side, and one day's worth of the contract is $600 even. They don't take taxes out or nothing.
Yeah, I tell them $5.99, Joe.
And she looked at that and she said, "Huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I asked for $5.99, but." She's like, "Yeah, they screwed you over on that one."
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Screw the pooch.
Yep.
So 35 minutes in, and Steve and I still haven't talked. Neither have you, Shane. Joe, you're
No,
taking
I
up
haven't.
all the
I
time.
always
You
go
better
left.
Stop talking. So I just want to say,
That's not a challenge for Joe Brad.
Hold them back. Hold them back.
Daniel, man, how's your week been?
we
What's new in Canada?
we had Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, so all my Canuckistan friends, happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving.
Knucklestand.
Yeah. So, man, we ate a lot. Friday night, we had to get together with friends. Saturday, went to the in-laws. Sunday, went to my parents. Monday, went to my best friend's house. We had, I can't eat any more turkey. Isn't turkey like, first of all,
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
let me tell you this. If you have a store-bought turkey, you have one plate of food, you're stuffed, and you feel it for 8 hours. If you have a grass-fed, like home-raised turkey, like it's night and day. It's like it does.
You
does
guys
not overwhelm.
raise turkeys?
Yeah, I have. Well, yeah, but they're not ready yet. So I have
Okay.
15. We have 15 turkeys outside.
You have to arm them too. It's a serious
No.
question.
No.
It's a serious question.
No, it's not.
No.
How do you know
There's
it's
nothing.
not?
There's
Wait,
nothing
how do- wait,
serious
wait.
on the show.
Wait,
What are you
how do
talking
you
about?
know it's not a serious question?
I'm starting
Okay,
to feel
so
like
it's
you're our
serious
special
for you.
needs friend here.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
No,
Izzo?
okay. No, all right, Molson, take us.
Special needs.
Molson, take us through the whole. I'm kind of sick because I would love to learn about the Canadian holiday here called Thanksgiving. How is it similar to the American tradition? Do you know?
That's a great question, Izzo.
I mean now that you said turkey, because that was going to be one of them. I didn't know whether
Very
you guys
different.
have. Okay, and how so?
It's very different, but it's the same. Now this is my interpretation. Maybe some of my Canadian friends can help me out, but
Misha, correct him.
we're not tied. Our Canadian Thanksgiving is not tied to what some people consider, controversial with, what is it?
The Pilgrims,
Pilgrims.
the Indians, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like, so back home, like on back at the
Scout, they have a
Reservoir,
drill
was
for
the
that.
summer, they celebrate Thanksgiving up there, so it's really just about being thankful for what you have, and the root of it is a little bit different than you guys. So I don't think it's as polarizing potentially, but we have
Sure.
a very similar and I don't know a lot about American Thanksgiving, so I can't speak to that, but very similar, like turkey, ham. The regular stuff is usually what people cook. What was a nice relief after eating a lot of turkey this weekend was last night we had steak, and that was good. So steak was
it homegrown steak?
No, that wasn't. No.
So do you have like a
But
big
my steak,
table?
my meat,
You have
we
a
got our
kid's
beef.
table?
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
we got our
yes.
beef. Oh, it's amazing.
Yep.
But anyway, so we had
There's a big
Thanksgiving.
difference.
Yeah,
Amazing
we
when
have
you arm a cow.
No, it was good. It's good Angus. It's nice. It's really good food.
Okay.
So yeah, we had.
I have to interrupt you for a second. Because Vern 6 says hello.
Hey, Vern.
Vern 6 got bit by a damn snake and was in the hospital.
Did
You
you
should
see
see
that
the snake.
picture?
You gotta stay home, son. You gotta
you-
stop doing this.
Did you see that picture? Those holes were so big. That mean that snake had a big.
It's Texas, son.
God darn.
And Vern's not a small boy.
Right? So
Goodness.
Vern, I hope you're feeling better. I know you've been in the hospital for that, so thank you.
I'm afraid to stand next to that man. I can't wait to shake his hand.
Make sure you're indoors.
I was gonna say, make sure you're well grounded.
Yeah, Zoom.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Daniel.
Man, there's some great comments in the comment section about Thanksgiving and turkeys, but
So Molson, do you have like a kid's table, the big table? Do you are you the guy because it's your house? Are you at the end of the table? Do you do the carving? Do you do some of the traditional man stuff that you see in the movies and how other family traditions? Like,
so
do you wear a tie?
we didn't have any at my place, right? So like we didn't have it at my house. So like I said, Friday night was at my sister's place. We had a big group get together of friends, and then Saturday was at my in-laws. So my father-in-law carved that turkey. You know what? It's not the same as when I was younger. Like I remember when I was younger. Huh?
Did you fry it?
No.
Okay.
You don't do a deep fried turkey?
No, you do it in the smoker.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
So
Why am I being turkey shamed? Jeez.
you know what? This year's Thanksgiving kind of came up really
got
quickly, and it was
Freedom of turkey cooking.
But Molson, the
like,
most
oh, shoot,
important
it's
thing is
Thanksgiving.
and seriously, guys, the most important thing is being thankful and grateful for what we have.
Yep.
I mean that very, very sincerely.
And the turkey that gave up his life so that you could have
as well as
a tryptophan
as well as the cow the
in,
next
in,
day
in,
that
in
got
football
armed.
game.
They got armed and slaughtered. So for the next day,
And then
do you have like Monty Guat?
Huh?
You guys don't know what Monty Guat is? See, there are two types because
How can you pronounce that, but you can't pronounce specific?
I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Seriously,
Margot.
I was blessed. I was blessed because of my Italian heritage and my Polish heritage. Those two Thanksgivings were very different. Okay. The Polish side had like maybe 2 or 3 courses. The Italians, we had like 7, maybe 8 courses, and then in the evening,
so one played football and the other one played football.
No.
Afterwards. Sorry.
You had at least 1 or 2 dishes of some type of macaroni. Manigot is a type of macaroni, and that comes, But I didn't know if the Canadians add some pasta or some type of macaroni to their meal, or is it just strictly the more traditional what you see? Yes, I want to know
I'm
if
distracted
Trudeau
by the chat.
I want to know
the chat's fantastic.
I want to know if a Trudeau pardoned the turkey. I do like that one. That was
that was a good one. But I want to bring Vern's wife Renee is in the chat. And Vern's wife says we have electricity in the house, so he may not be safe there either.
She's right.
Hey, I was trying to keep a straight face, but I saw that in the chat. I was like, oh.
Listen, I never met Vern in person. I never met Vern in person. I don't know him well, but if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck. That's all I can tell right now. It's like that guy. Honestly, he would have 9 lives, and if he was like,
he does.
He does have 9 lives.
He's at like 3 of 9 right now.
Vern is great, but I ain't gonna lie. When he walks up before he hugs you, I always look, around, make sure nothing's coming.
Look for the status discharge.
Vern, she's not. Vern, like, go give her a kiss. We know you're
Vern,
kidding.
will you touch that ground strap first before we shake hands? And we got to do it indoors because if there's a critter around, I don't want to get bit.
He should, those anti-shock.
I was just gonna say, like you wear the computer together.
Molson, that's exactly what I was thinking of. What the electric company guys wear.
Ground straps are required when you go meet Vern for the first time.
So I watched.
Vern, we love you. Thank you so much, man. You're amazing. And snake boots, yeah. Oh God.
Snake Crocs.
Crocs. Speaking
Molson, are you and I thinking of the same thing, Molson, of that YouTube video or the video of the guy on the helicopter who gets off to check the electrical lines, the high voltage lines?
No, but that's pretty cool because they have to balance the potential voltage between the helicopter and the line, so they put a hook on it, and you see that, and it it's pretty crazy.
How's it go again?
And the clothing that they wear.
Nobody save that clip. Save that clip, Joe Brett.
That's my
wire all interlaced and everything.
What's that?
Steve, if you can find it before I can, will you drop a link to Vern's YouTube channel?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
So
perfect.
what else?
Vern says tune in again tomorrow for another episode of As the Vern Turns, my least favorite soap opera.
Molson, what do you do for a dessert? Do you do like Dairy Queen ice cream? Like what?
No, it's pumpkin pie, pies, whatever.
You do pistachio
cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake. Okay, all right.
Do you guys play football, family?
No.
Gotta go throw the pigskin.
Seriously, do you guys argue or some great discussions? We'll call it great discussions, not arguments. Guys don't have, oh my God, our family had the most intense
spelling bee ever.
But why would you guys even get into it? Like, that's what I don't understand, right?
It happens as a kid. Listen, when you're sitting I'm going to tell you honestly, in both of my family's houses, we were always put at the kids' table. So they had like a table of 8, 10, 12, and then they had the other table of like 6 or 8 of us, okay? I couldn't wait. When I was like 12, 13, I couldn't wait to go to the adult table. Do you know 1 or 2 holidays after, I couldn't wait to go back to the kids' table. I couldn't wait to go back.
I don't even understand why people even enter into those conversations on the one day of the year or two, one of the two you get together as a family.
Because they don't want to be there.
Well, then just don't go. It's not that hard to say no.
But you're required. Otherwise, you have to live with it for the next 364 days.
If you care about the guilt trips, right?
Yeah, this is also.
You want a Christmas card.
So they all go into the garbage like 2 hours later. But
a Christmas
what
card?
else? Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Mine are still on the refrigerator.
That's pathetic.
My
you don't
sister,
get many then, do you?
son. My sister has the absolute best Christmas cards. They stay up until the next ones come in.
Nice.
But they do eventually get thrown out.
Eventually, yeah.
Well,
and
what's the
actually, no,
difference
they don't.
between right now and
They
next
don't
year?
get thrown out. They get put into a box.
If Frank in the chat makes a good point, nothing like a good argument to make us all feel bad and then hug and kiss afterwards, and that's what family's all about.
I don't know what I just inhaled, but
So okay. All right.
anyways,
Okay, so over to Steve, so we can get. We're 47 minutes.
Look at
I think
Molson
this is a
face.
new record.
Oh, Molson, don't
This
cover
is
your camera.
This is a new record, I think, because we've only gotten through 2 people, and we're 47 minutes into a live stream.
I want to see Molson's face turn green right now.
Oh. No. So we got out this weekend with the club trailer. I did get some. Yes, we. as in the
Family or club?
No,
oh,
the
okay,
club.
Not clubhouse,
Oh.
but club.
Correct.
Okay.
Operated as the Little David torpedo boat here in South Carolina. Special event, Whiskey 4 Delta.
Oh, that's right. You brought that up last week.
Worked a few people. Somebody was running 1,000 watts on a POTA. Some crazy fool.
Oh, he's from South Texas.
Yeah,
Really?
well,
1,000
and the-
watts?
yeah. The crazy part was I couldn't
Yeah.
bust through his pileup.
Well, because
But-
you were running a respectable 100 watts.
100 watts. Yep, barefoot.
Yeah, respectable.
I did receive a package in the mail today from 186DM. So there's a live stream coming up on that. Be building something that he sells, I guess.
Who?
Dennis.
Oh, 8060M?
Yep.
Oh,
Dental
is it a
Electronics.
battery? Is it a battery?
Possibly.
Oh.
You'll just have to watch out for the
No,
YouTubers Bunch live stream.
He's going to be
Oh.
building a T-shirt.
And Steve's going to release the video 6 months later.
Well, no, I'll be on their live stream building it. So
Oh.
So it
I
won't
don't-
be his video.
I don't
it's
have to
not
do the
his video. So whose channel is it going to be on? Dennis's?
I think Kyle's.
Oh, okay.
I think Kyle's the one
What
putting
the
all
hell
that
is
together.
Izzo doing?
Something's flying, probably.
Got him.
Somebody clip that.
Got him.
Oh, wow.
You don't mess.
Don't
You
mess
don't-
with Izzo.
Don't mess
You
with the
flying
old man.
vermin.
Don't ever mess with the old man.
But yeah, I got video on the trailer. We used the contest console from Halibut Electronics. It worked.
John, we're going to
phenomenally.
get there, okay?
So-
Patience, son. Patience.
Doesn't John know it takes us 90 minutes to get through to the topic? anyway?
Right? It's a 2-hour show.
But I am. My truck is currently has no interior in it because I'm installing a radio.
Are you using the instructions that Joe Brett gave you?
No,
Oh.
Oh,
no,
see, that-
I literally
that's-
took the back seat out, and I'm mounting the radio on the rear wall.
I mean,
A few extra parts.
It's not portable, or it's not
Never heard a
removable.
17-year-old boy say that. Leave that backseat in.
It will be removable, but you got to remove the seat to get to the radio
why you want to do all that?
because it's HF and UHF VHF.
he has
all
goals
band,
in
all
life,
mode.
Joe Brett.
You got that much room under your seat? What are you putting it in?
Joe Brett. Joe Brett.
F-150, baby.
In an El
It's
Camino.
called Ford.
This is how you make 5 videos. That's how you make 5 videos.
Yeah, right? That you
5?
never release.
There's gonna be at least 7 on that one, but
So Dennis says, Izzo, I thought cigar smoke repelled bugs, so you shouldn't have to murder
too.
them.
No, it actually repels. Seriously, I've seen the bees. When you blow some smoke at them, literally,
Oh yeah,
they get
they
all
get
like,
mad.
"Ugh." they don't know what to do.
yeah. The
You know-
actual so Jody's got it right here. The actual content of our live streams is usually the second hour. I'm
Right.
sorry for the
they're
100.
not late.
Well, the
until you're
92
hours
people
Right.
we were here.
That's
so.
where a lot more. That's where nothing with content starts.
You're right. Exactly. All right, so we've made it to Steve. So Izzo, would you like to take the next I don't know,
I'll go
90
quick.
minutes?
I'll go quick. Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Steve's like,
Okay.
I'm friend. I can't say.
So congratulations to our brother Kyle. Kyle hit 5,000 subs. Congratulations.
Whoa!
If you
Yes.
if you are listening and you are not a sub of Kyle, check him out. This guy's doing everything from CW to
Yeah.
Node Red, and he's doing this. He's talking about this. He's talking seriously. Kyle is, and after meeting him, I have a new profound admiration for Kyle that went higher because he just blew my socks off. And he's so cool, but he's not snobby. He's still a regular guy, but he's very smart, and I like that.
Did you see his tackle box of ham radio equipment?
No, not yet.
Oh gosh.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like things that dreams are made of. Like if you go on a POTA with Kyle and you forget a connector, there will be a connector in Kyle's kit.
Yeah, that's probably why
he covers from 1983 to about 2025. Yeah. He has connectors for days.
No wonder why, because like when I gave him my big body bag of stuff, and I don't know if he was like, Junior,
he wasn't
please.
Impressed. Yeah.
Or he's like, I already got that. But that's okay. Our buddy James Hannibal, KH2SR from Quirky Clubhouse.
Quirky QRP.
Quirky QRP, the Quirky Clubhouse discount is still running. I posted that on Twitter or X today, guys. You need any accessories, especially with the holidays coming up, and somebody wants to get you something. There you go. There's your tip.
Rumor is he's bringing back the keychain transmitter.
Oh, yes, that's cool.
Yes, he posted that. Something because of Ham Radio Crash Course, I guess. Some type of, that jog something. So that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, to our buddies in the dumpster fire, hello. Let's see what
Izzo's got his list out.
Okay, this coming weekend is the solar eclipse around the country. Various people will see
about that.
See, this is why you need me.
I know. What would we do without Izzo?
Anyway,
I was trying to prop you up.
A hell of a lot more. Go to Ham. I think it's Ham, HAMSCI. Just
hamside.org.
Yeah. Just Google that, and there's a QSO party going to be going on. There's going to be a whole bunch of things going on. Look at the time. Go to the NASA link. That's important because you want to see when the eclipse is going to be occurring in your area. I guess it's going to be kind of coming in from Oregon, Washington State, down through the Missouri, Arizona, Texas, and then you'll see the swath that it's going to take. It's not going to have a big effect us here in Connecticut because I think it's also going to be raining. But just because you're going to have fall weather, and that not FOWL, that's FOUL weather, the eclipse will still occur. So you still want to activate if you can, even if you're activating from home. Have fun. Who knows? There could be some enhanced propagation because of that whole phenomenon going on.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of that. Yeah.
Right. And we as ham radio operator, hey, just like 10 meters has been popping like crazy. Go do something. But go to that website and you'll see a whole bunch of leaks. That's Saturday,
That's hamside.org, right?
I believe it's .org.
Shared it in the chat.
Perfect. See,
what would we do without Steve?
This is why we keep Steve around.
Yeah.
POTA. The announcement was made on the Facebook group page on or about, do not quote me on that date. Look for the official announcement. Around December 1st, the mapping representatives for every state, or if you may have many, will have access to the database to start considering whether to take on more POTA parks in your state. Maybe delete something.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing that John Ford released, we have to stress it, and we're going to say it again and again and again. The rules don't change. Just don't start saying, I want it because. No, read the rules. Go to the POTA website, read the rules of what a POTA park criteria is. And if it meets or exceeds that criteria, my recommendation is then go do some more get some more information. All right, we'll just quickly stop for a minute. There's your swath.
All right.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah. So for those of you who are on the West Coast, it looks like about 9:15 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The Oregon folks will start to get the eclipse.
Those of you in Austin get it twice.
It's going to traverse. That's 2024.
Oh, okay.
The one from left to right, that will be this year. The one from, I guess they both go left to right.
Okay. The
So-
one with the gold
so-
band. The one with the
yeah,
gold band.
The golden
is
one, the one that says 2023 on it,
Mhm.
that's the one that we're going to get this weekend.
We can't
Right.
see that.
And big in that, son.
It's
Make it
right
bigger.
there in front of you, you blind ass bat. 2023. Jesus. Like playing cards with my brother's kids.
Had to do it.
All right, so those of you who are in Oregon and Utah, looks like New Mexico. Hey, part of my my presentation tonight will be, we're going to be in totality in Albuquerque on Saturday, saying at 10:40 Mountain Time, and then it's going to go through the southern part of Texas. For those of you who are in Texas that want to experience that, you should probably screen cap this or go to smd.cms.nasa.gov and get the map
Share that link.
yourself.
Shit.
Since you already got it up.
You're asking a lot. Steve.
Oh, I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
You spelled it out. Type it out.
It's in the chat.
Copy pasta.
Thank
I
you,
did.
Joe Brett. It's like saying Monty God.
I'm saying what?
Monty God.
Okay.
Go ahead, Molson. What's your question?
Are we done the intros except for Shane's? Shane?
No, I got a few.
Izzo's
Few
got
more
like a freaking list of shit to do.
I got a few more quickies here.
Okay, go.
So going back to the POTA Park considerations in the month of December. Again, guys, go through the list. Excuse me. It's your responsibility to get boundaries. They may want to know Latin longs. They may want to know a whole bunch. Do your homework to see if any parks that meet the criteria that are not on the roster right now, submit it up to your mapping representative. If you don't know who your mapping representative, guess what? It's listed on the POTA website.
They got a link for that?
Well, we just need to add Buc-ee's to the POTA.
I agree,
Buc-ee's,
Steve.
Buc-ee's on
Yeah,
the
first off, we need to build a couple Buc-ee's here in Connecticut, and then absolutely.
I mean, you're not missing much.
So
Buc-ee's on
again,
there.
guys, this is a great opportunity for us to put appropriate parks, add them to the roster. Whether they're easy ones, hard ones, that's not the point. If they meet the criteria, let's get them on the list. Period. So everyone can start having some more fun than already the fun that we're having. Okay. In Connecticut, next week, and we'll talk a little bit more about this on next week's show, but October 21, October 22 is the Fall Support Your Parks weekend.
Oh,
across
it's coming up
everywhere.
already.
Everywhere. Everyone's going to have fun. But here in Connecticut, we're going to try to get as many Connecticut POTA parks activated. A bunch of guys have taken the bull by the horn on this one, and it's going to be fun. I know I'm plotting what I want to do, and whether they're repeat offenders or it doesn't make a difference. It's about getting on the air and getting as many Connecticut folks. And I'm sure a lot of other states are going to be doing this, and this is great. This is great for the program, great for the fun, great for the RF. It's going to be FUN, period. And Gray Man POTA will be our guest next week. So
Does he know what he's in for?
No.
well,
I hope
maybe.
he's taking notes this week.
He better.
Yeah.
He better.
You gotta
Because
bring it.
Gray Man, get ready. He's
He's
a
gonna
good
put you in
guy.
the hot seat.
Tim's a good guy. We can't wait to learn more about him. And one last thing, Kevin, our brother Kevin, K0KLB out in Iowa, QRP sideband guy, ran a great video the other night of running some 22 gauge wire over the corn stalks. I think he was running like 5 watts, 10 watts, whatever. He was having fun. Go check out his video about. So if you got corn fields and other kinds of fields around you, and you have access to it, that may be a real fun thing to do. So
Yeah.
just
What's
saying.
Talking about how far this show reaches. Ham Radio DX just said, "G'day, lads."
Hayden,
All the way down in Tasmania.
The
morning,
Tasmanian
sir.
devil.
The
that's a hell
Tasmanian
of,
devil
that's
himself.
a hell of a reach. That's a hell
Hayden,
of a
thanks
reach.
for joining us tonight, buddy. We
Thank you
appreciate you being here, man.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy
hump day
That's right.
Wednesday.
It is hump day over there. Plasma Storm, thank you for the 7 months as a member of the channel. We appreciate it. Let's see. Where are we at on the list here?
Well, you got one more thing since Izzo's talking about events. Friday the 13th, Hellfest.
Hellfest.
Where? What's that?
It's
What's
a
that?
digital mode. Digital
It's a
mode
what?
contest
Is it? Who's got a link? What's up?
in the
Steve
chat.
does. Steve will have it.
Well,
Are you
bring
ready
it
to
up and present, son.
Steve may not have the video,
All
but
right.
he's got that link.
Right?
Got the links on lock. Let's
Don't
see.
underestimate Steve.
There we go. So, Hellfest. Actually heard about this on TikTok through Amateurs and Airwaves. It's using exclusively Feld Hell for digital, which is an older mode.
What
I'm
is
gonna
that
see-
mode?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can't learn it and make a video of it.
I love
Hey,
that picture.
We
I
would love to
that
see that by next summer.
Well,
like
I
a-
may just live stream the freaking contest.
There you go.
What?
Why not?
It's kind of like JS8 call, but it's weather facts meshed together. So it
Okay.
gives you strips of images of the text instead of just text.
Yep.
Go ahead, Shane. We'll be here.
Yeah.
Ask a question and he leaves.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
You
a
gotta
hit
love that.
run.
But yeah, hellfest.digital. It's got the rules, the log submission, everything right there.
Any
Anyway,
special software needed, or give us a little bit more?
probably WSJTX. I haven't looked into it just yet,
Okay.
but I have seen Feld Hell listed, and I want to say it was on WSJTX.
So that's coming this Friday, which is Friday the 13th then.
Friday the 13th, 2 p.m. Eastern time, because they know what's up. It's all about the East Coast. I'm waiting for Shane to come say some garbage.
Molson, have you heard of
FLDG.
this?
No.
Molson. No.
I think it's the same mode that people were using to do displays on the waterfall.
God.
So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, it looks like FL Digi is what I'll need to figure out and get that working on my back PC.
Well, cripes! I wish we had a guest who raised his hand and say, "I want to come on the show and talk about this." If someone knows a lot about it, just let us know. And like now, if you want.
Yep.
Now?
Oh,
Yes.
Evan from Amateurs and Airwaves.
Yeah.
He's the guy to talk to.
He's all over that TikTok.
So I have
He
a
is.
question. I have a scenario that happened. If I can talk about it, I found out about a little controversial thing that happened in the ham radio world. I won't.
Somebody
say
got
what
a
club
tattoo?
or Who? No. So
You know,
I heard.
should we
this,
screen this first? Should we go to the back?
Who got
room?
pregnant?
No. So maybe I want to have people's opinions on this in the chat. So like we know, you get on HF, you talk to people, and it's out there, right? Like, so if Joe Blow decides to live stream it, it's too bad, right? We kind of
You watched
talked
the
about
show last week. Awesome.
So if somebody was at your local club and they decided that they wanted to live stream it to their Facebook or private Facebook or whatever, and it was a net meeting, a local net meeting, and people were not happy with that, do you think it's right? Do you think that it's reasonable to expect that the person would be considered and stop? Or do you say it's the same rules as YouTube and too bad, suck it up? Now it's a little bit different. Like, in my opinion, it's not an easy thing because the people, when you're a member of the club, there's there's a level, whatever that level is, of accountability and, into the club. So, so somebody, for instance, if some net meeting that Izzo's in, there's 30 people checking into the net and somebody is streaming that to Facebook, private Facebook, and some people don't like that. How do you guys see that? Do you think it's like, well, too bad, live with it, or do you think that the person should be approached kindly, and you would expect the person to be reasonable or the person to be considerate in response to those complaints?
I would say sit behind the camera and no worries.
Is the announcement made at some just so like courtesy in the beginning? This will be,
No.
and if it's a club meeting, I would think no money should be discussed, no treasury's report that could be tabled.
Well, it's not the club sanctioned live stream.
Okay.
It's just somebody who's live streaming it, right?
So someone's live streaming, but it's being cut over to a social medium.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
I think the live streamer should have already spoke to
The club officers and
right.
gotten permission.
True.
You know,
Make sure it's no violation of anything in any bylaws or constitution. But yes, it's called courtesy. I listen. I think regardless of a rule or written or whatever, let's just talk about common courtesy. How about just act or make the announcement? Listen, guys, tonight we're going to be doing this, and that gives everybody the option to either stay or not participate.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, we do want people to participate, but we will always respect if somebody doesn't.
So I came in as a not even a third party. I had inquired as to something, and I heard about a drama that people were upset about somebody live streaming a club. The club doesn't matter, but a club's net meetings without getting permission. And there's a lot of people who are butthurt about it, like, oh, they shit in my privacy. And I was just like, listen, like at the end of the day, you cannot expect any level of privacy. So let's get that in. First and foremost, you forfeit privacy, right? Now, then there's the question of, should the person, would it be reasonable to expect that they would, let you know? Yeah, they're not obliged to. But to me, it's the idea that if you're a member of a club, so there's no expectation of privacy. There's no requirements at all. They're free to do it. I said, what if somebody has a scanner and is listening on a scanner and live streaming that, and you don't know who it is and it's not a member? You can't do anything about it. It is what it is. Deal with it. Suck it up, right? Now, the question is, can you go to one of your fellow club members and say, hey, can you please consider, stopping, not doing anymore? We'd rather not. And I believe that, that's where it's more of a personal thing. And like, it's a question of, hey, you know what? I respect you and I'll consider that. And then you make your decision. But, there's a lot of people who are butthurt or angry about it. And I was like, I told a couple of them, and I said, like, you have no right to expect privacy. Like, you can't claim that your privacy is being broken. And first of all, you're broadcasting over air publicly. And so why would you even, if you're on HF, the whole world can hear you, right? And if you're on a repeater that's connect to whatever, the whole world can hear you. And so to me, it's a question of how the community around where this happened, they handle it. They pretty much didn't have a conversation. And from what I understand, they just sort of like told the guy off and, like that was it. And I was like, you could have just said, hey, buddy, I appreciate it if you didn't do that. You know what I mean? But I guess a lot of ham communities, ham people are not always great. I think this will go for everybody. Not always great in communicating in a way that's maybe politically correct, or a way that is, can salvage relationships. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like I think we all do that, but like this club, supposedly the way it was handled was pretty rough. And it was like, like when we talk to each other, we have to try and do it in a way that we can, at least, leave and still be friends. You might not agree with stuff, but like, and that's a skill that not a lot of people have, or only certain people have, is in a way to confront an issue and still maintain a good relationship. But I don't know. It's funny. the whole situation
As,
is messed up.
as common sense in my head would be, if I'm going to a meeting and I'm going to stream that, I would go to the individuals and say, "Hey, is it okay if I stream your content tonight?"
Yeah.
As well as we also have to remember too, what is the word privacy here in 2023? You go to the gas station and you use a credit card or a debit card and you go buy your gas, or you go into Buc-ee's and you go buy your coffee and your beef jerky and your cotton candy and maybe a beef stick, whatever. Guess what? You're on video camera. You're being recorded. Your transactions are being recorded. You surf the internet every time you go to Google or GoDuckGo or whatever. Everything you're doing is being looked at. You're on YouTube tonight. Our analytical data is so.
You're on our stream, boys.
Yeah, you're on our stream. We have you. We have you. We know who you are.
YouTube does. We don't. We don't know who's been here.
And I don't know. And I don't want to know where anyone lives. But
No.
no, seriously, let's just break it down.
But
there is some common courtesy, I think, when you're in a gathering. And what's wrong with being nice as well as, but it goes both ways too.
Mike's gonna start streaming the YL Systems net.
So with that said, let's clear up some confusion because some of us are on different pages. Did you mean in person?
No, it's a net.
Yeah,
it was a
can you
net.
clarify?
It's a net, right?
It's a
My
net.
bad. See, I thought you were talking about in person at the clubhouse.
No, so that should be.
Sometimes Hayden's done several live streams from his club. It was organized.
This is a net on the
be
repeater.
that way.
This is on the repeater.
That changes my
No,
answer.
that's public because anybody with a scanner can listen.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I said. So that's where it's the person has no. So Canada. So Jody was saying Canada is a one-party consent. Yeah. So if you're an active for recording, you guys do wiretapping laws. So if you're an active participant in a conversation in Canada, you can record without the other person knowing, as long as you're an active participant. So that's our rules for one-party consent. And so, but that's not what the situation is. Although the person obviously checks into the net, it's just a net meeting that's broadcast over the local UHF or VHF repeater.
why are we broadcasting a meeting?
It's a net check-in.
Okay,
And that
I thought they were just broadcasting a regular old meeting, not someone engaging with those that are on the repeater.
I guess the question would be, why would somebody be upset? We haven't put the privacy or question of what's privacy and what isn't, or what levels are. Why would somebody be? I would just be interested in the psychology for about 10 seconds, entertain, and obviously that person's not here to speak their point, but why would they, Molson? Why would they be so upset about that?
Well, first of all, I didn't mention what club or who it was or anything like that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's right now it's a hypothetical. Hey, here's what happens, and I just want to know what people. So it's not about
it's the Syracuse Amateur Radio Club.
Yeah, it's the Glark Amateur Radio Club. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so that's it was just just stupid drama. But I thought it was it sparked some really interesting conversations where it was just kind of like me being the devil's advocate saying, okay, so what privacy did you expect on your local, repeater,
So for those of you,
it's got a tone on it. I should be completely secure.
Sure. Right.
Sure.
It's receive and transmit tone.
Anyways, but
So
to me,
That's funny.
to me was the biggest thing is that, people can get butthurt, whatever they want. It's how you approach it, right? So this part of just how clubs talk. So if it was I had told somebody, I said, look, it's very simple. If you were to come to me and say, I have an issue with the way XYZ is just live streaming it, I would tell you, first of all, you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy. But then I would approach that person and say, hey, something for you to consider. The people who are not necessarily happy with it, would you consider not streaming the club net meetings, right? And that's all you can do is to ask them politely. That's legal. That's all you can do. But, the butthurt that happens after that, instead of just saying you're not allowed to do it, that's it, put your foot down. you have a conversation and discuss it. But the reality is that, like, there's nothing you can do. And I don't know. It's kind of goes hand in hand with, the guy who got on with, it's kind of like the guy who got on with Greg, where he was, we heard the audio. He was like, I don't want you streaming it on you. Then go on at the freaking frequency and talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You don't have to.
Also,
nobody
one of the
forcing
things,
you to talk.
Molson, to your point, I'm gonna take this one step further. I've seen this with so many clubs when they get bigger, or as they and clubs want to grow, right? That's the whole point of having a club, to grow at a rate that is appropriate, get people involved. And once you have 3 people in the room, 2 people or more in the room, 20 people in the room, we're all going to be doing things a little bit different. There is a courtesy of how we talk to each other and do things. But when someone has a new idea, hey, I have an idea on tonight's VHF net. Let's stream it out to YouTube. Maybe it'd be fun. And I could see your point, Molson. There could be one person who doesn't like that idea.
So we're going to fight over putting a tone on the repeater?
Well, but hang on. Right. But regardless, though, look at what Molson, I think what Molson is saying, and maybe what I'm kind of like allude to, is when somebody wants to try something new to continue the camaraderie and keep it going, try something new and have fun with something. If one person doesn't like it, you know, I mean, it's kind of one is saying, listen, I don't want you to not participate. Please rethink about it. But if you don't want to participate in that particular session, then don't. Because it's for the good of the club.
Are you saying that they should exercise free will?
Yes, but I'm also saying too, everybody forgets when you get into any type of volunteer organization, it's about the group, not about the individual itself. And there is a little bit of a give and take here. I've seen it in fire departments. I've seen it in so many other volunteer groups of all of a sudden the A++ personalities get sort of forget about that. This is not your personal group. This is the general club. And before people get butthurt, then don't participate. We want everybody to participate. But if you feel so strong about something, I'm sorry, but if this is for the good of the club, we're going to continue to move forward. But we're going to do other things that you're going to like too. So don't take your bat and ball and go home.
Oh, here's another one. I heard a lot of stuff this week. Somebody who has their basic, so like equivalent as a technician, is any of the impression that they can operate on HF with digital modes because they're not using voice.
They have there's a digital spectrum that's open to those individuals.
But not
it depends on the band plan for
band.
Yeah.
Right. So
right,
this person's on the impression they can operate on 80, 40, 20, all the bands if they're using digital because they're not using voice. And it's like, no, that's not the way it goes.
Correct. Molson's right. Yes. Molson, yeah, you're right, Molson.
You still have to follow the band plan. You ding.
I'm like, did you pass your test?
No. I memorized the answers. We didn't learn anything.
Well, and don't spoof a famous person's call.
Don't what?
Don't spoof a famous person's call.
Oh, yeah.
Because my ham alert's been going nuts for somebody on 40 meters that's a technician.
How many years have they been dead?
Yeah,
They're
right.
not dead. They're not dead.
Okay.
They're just not active.
Okay.
So some guy who's watching The Price is Right, meanwhile, someone's using his call sign on 40 meters.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's wrong.
On digital, because if they did it on voice, they'd know it wasn't him because he has a very distinguishable voice. I did email his QSL manager and let him know.
That's crazy that people are
Is his last name Walsh, first name Joe?
No.
He's on AM.
His legal last name is Dick.
Tracy?
But that is no.
Oh.
I said last name.
Oh,
not first.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
First
talking
name
about
Bag,
silence.
middle name
Is it
of.
is it Keith Richards?
I heard a
No.
cricket here. I heard it for a minute there. I heard a cricket in the ice hut. I'm like, what the heck?
Right?
You gotta know. Yep. Ed got it.
Oh, I didn't know he was a ham.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Gotta Google who this is. It's another American person. I don't know who it is.
Oh,
KK6 OTD.
yeah. Don't spoof his call sign, folks.
Yeah.
Maybe he is on FT8.
He could
He is
be.
not. I verified that with this QSL manager.
Oh.
He's a QSO manager.
Great Man POTA says he's had his call sign spoofed
John
before.
Amadeo. Oh, I'm sure quite a few of us have had our call signs spoofed, but just
Does
don't know it.
Amadeo does he handle like all celebrity ham radio operators?
No, just that entire show.
Oh, gotcha.
Craig,
Gotcha.
7-3, man. I feel better.
Have a good one,
Maybe
Greg.
Take care, Greg.
Maybe see. Hopefully, this show was like your a NyQuil. Make you
Put you
happy.
to sleep.
Go to sleep.
So Shane,
Yeah,
you've been patient with all of us.
yeah. I'm here for you, man.
We haven't
Shane,
hit the
what's
hour and a
going
half
on,
mark.
Shane?
No.
So,
We
Shane,
need
what's
to-
going on
we
with
need to
you?
go another 7 minutes. Let's make it to the hour and a half.
No,
Right.
no. I want to see what Shane's got. He has a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't have anything. I don't know.
I thought
I'm
you
just-
had some.
I'm
balloon
supporting.
stuff.
I'm supporting. Nobody wants to
was-
hear about
was that
hot air balloon
clickbait? Was that
stuff.
clickbait? Was that clickbait? Don't do that.
Nobody wants to hear about that. They hear about me talk about that every week. So
Yeah. Go.
unless you put a one in the chat, I don't know.
Oh, we could twist
Yeah,
it.
if you want to hear about
Fire
hot air
balloons.
balloons, put a 1.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Well, if you want to
guys,
hear about what happened in Texas that
right.
had nothing
did you
to do
see
with
that
hot
video
air
that
balloons.
I shared with you? Did you see the video I
No.
tagged you in on TikTok?
No, I haven't been on
The
TikTok
two-
today.
No, I tagged you in like last week. It was the 2 hot air balloons and the wind was blowing and they could. Did
You
not
need to
watch
like
knock
send
over?
that to me as a message because if you tag me or at me, I won't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you now.
Okay,
You
I'm not
gotta
going to
see
open
this.
it on stream.
Well, you should. It's crazy.
Okay,
You should.
all right.
I think people want to hear it.
I see a lot of ones.
I'm seeing a
Like
lot of
I saw 100 of them come from Steve.
Listen, you guys have a choice.
You
I'm
paid
gonna pronounce various Italian food, or you can listen to
No,
Shane.
we're not going to go there.
So the thing is, let's go to Shane.
Well,
All right.
Let's try this now. Okay.
All right,
Go
twist
ahead.
my
Izzo.
arm.
Start pronouncing.
As he puts a big burning thing in his mouth.
Don't
I'm
mute
muted.
me.
All right,
Don't
so-
mute me.
Unless you've been underneath a rock for the last 51 years, you would know that the first week, starting in the weekend, is the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta, which I have yet to become part of until Thursday. I'm going out there Thursday. My instructor called me today, and he's like, "Hey, we're going to try to fly Friday, and we're going to try to fly Saturday." So,
Oh, so you can
Do
take
you
time
fly
off for balloon
from-
stuff, but you can't come to a ham fest.
yes, absolutely.
Yes. And do you
Um,
fly from Texas to there, or do you pack it up, travel it, and then unpack
No, I'm
it
gonna
there?
I'm gonna go to my office with a backpack and a roller cart,
Mhm.
and then at 10 o'clock I'm gonna go to the airport. I'm gonna open my laptop and I'm gonna work from the airport at 10 from 10 to noon. My PTO starts at noon, and then I'm gonna go get on the airplane with my stuff and head out. I had this all planned out. Like I thought ahead. I only have to use half a day of PTO for Thursday. I get out there Thursday afternoon so I can go and enjoy the festivities for Thursday night.
Until the
Friday-
Wi-Fi doesn't work at the airport.
Friday morning, son, I got a hotspot.
See, this is amazing. The logistics and time you have put into this is A
You
plus.
have no
plus,
idea.
But for
You
us
have
to,
no idea.
but for us to do a giveaway, we can't do this. We
Because
can't
it
apply
takes
this
more than my participation. I gotta have 4 other you effers over there to participate. I can't just carte blanche make decisions.
We made you the secretary, the janitor, the clerk, and everything for a reason.
Right?
Is
I have
that
to do
why
all the
our,
things.
You're in
membership
charge
list
of
is
the
updated?
thumbnail. You're in charge of the thumbnail.
Got it.
Right? I'm just gonna do everything.
You're so
I'm
good
gonna pick
at
the
it.
music. I'm gonna pick the giveaways. I'm gonna pick who's can be a member. I'm gonna pick all of this. Y'all just show up
you
on
know.
occasion.
You could pick
So
my
you went to
cigar.
Mexico.
You could pick out my cigar.
right?
tonight.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want to mess up your cigar pleasure.
Oh,
Anyway, back to my story. I'm going to arrive on Thursday in the afternoon. I'm going to record some video that will get published probably within the 5 days after me being there. That's usually how it works at this side of the radio. And then, so we're going to try to fly Friday, try to fly Saturday. So it'll be fun. So if you're within a 3-hour drive of Albuquerque, New Mexico, I highly suggest you go. At 10:40 a.m. Mountain, I don't know if it's daylight or standard. I don't know. Mountain time. The eclipse will be going directly over the top of Albuquerque, and we're going to stand the balloons up in the middle of the eclipse. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
For those looking for
do you
Shane's
wanna-
link.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Oh, look
plug
at
your
you.
TikTok channel? Do you want to plug your TikTok? Because there's a lot of good stuff that you upload on TikTok.
Just it's the same as any of them. If you just go to this side of the radio on Instagram or X or TikTok or YouTube, it's all the same. You'll find me. I'm in there. I don't post a ton. I'm like 60 days behind on YouTube because I just don't have time like I used to. But I'm making time for this because I think this is going to be awesome.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Let's see. So the balloon that I fly most of the time is already in Albuquerque, and it has been flying all week. So I will add this.
Is that white and purple one? I just
Yeah. So this
Look
is.
at that.
I'm gonna go ahead and do. Let's see. Hold on.
We gotta do some graffiti on that balloon for you.
No,
I would love to do some.
She's
yes,
pretty.
I want to do some graffiti.
This
I
balloon
wanna do
actually
some
has a name.
graffiti.
Her name is Aura. It's a Greek.
I'm
Greek
thinking
name.
a Clubhouse logo in the purple or on the white.
Oh, it's Greek. Greek
Greek.
is awesome, man. I like that. I like Greek stuff. Yeah.
So this was a couple days ago, part of the mass ascension. So you can see there's a plethora of balloons in the sky. Yeah.
That's
Two
How
of
do
the,
they control that?
very easily. They just take off. They're all going to move the same.
Hey
direction.
Shane, is there any type of regulation of how close you guys can get? I mean, or is it a gentleman's
Rubbin's
rule?
racing, baby. Rubbin is racing.
What do you mean? What?
Ooh,
You can
What does
rub
that
each
mean?
other.
You can rub each other?
Yeah. Balloon to balloon contact is not bad. Basket to balloon contact is less than desired because you could tear the balloon.
Hang on,
Best
I gotta
of
write
best.
that.
But
Contact.
balloon
gotta-
to balloon contact.
I gotta write
is-
this down.
It's
I gotta
called
write
kissing.
this down.
Kissing.
Yep. The balloons
I
will
gotta-
kiss each other.
I gotta write this down. So balloon. So okay, that's cool.
That's Aura. And the balloon over to the right of Aura is the moon. So they actually printed they all the pictures of the moon. They printed the moon on this particular balloon, and it will be the star of the show on Saturday during the eclipse.
What's the fabric made of? Do you know?
It's a
Just
mixture
curious.
of stuff. It's like a polyester. If you think about parachute pants from the 80s that were a little bit better quality, that's kind of what the material.
I
feels
had
like.
only a little
I
bit
had a
better.
pair. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I had a pair of those. Yep.
We do have some special shapes. So this is a couple sections down from us that will be there. Oh God!
That's the comment of
You
the
gotta
day.
read it out.
Anyway, Jason
Shane,
says if you intentionally hit someone, is that rubbing one out? No, you just kind of like bounce off of each other. It's all. You guys. So Friday is the special shapes day. So there's going to be Arabelle the cow. There's so many cool stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter or X. What are the F it's called nowadays? Join in the clubhouse. I will. I'm going to drop pictures. But
So-
the shapes rodeo is on Friday, so that's going to be all the cool
Shane.
shapes will be out.
Is that one police related?
When pigs fly?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, Clubhouse really needs to consider having its own balloon
I agree.
and our own shape, our own color.
This year is over 500 balloons.
Wow.
So at any given point during the mass ascension, early in the morning, you have between 300 to 500 balloons in the air at the same time.
What time?
Wow.
Like so, traditionally, balloons start getting filled up around what? 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Like what's
30.
the-
So we try to start filling them up 20 to 25 minutes before sunrise. We want to have them stood up and ready to go into the air by sunrise
And
Because
what
we want
time
to fly.
is
We want
sunrise?
to. Well, it just depends where you're at and the time of year.
All right, but for this show,
Like right now, it's 7:28, I think, Central. So it'd be 6:28 local time in Albuquerque.
so you
And the
guys
thing about
are up early.
Albuquerque is it's the sun will be up, but it hasn't came up over the Sandia Peaks, so you get a really good sunrise. And then if you're part of the Dawn Patrol with you, so you have lights on your balloon, you can actually go 30 minutes prior to the start, prior to sunrise, and you can launch for the Dawn Patrol. Let's see. I got a question in there. Jeff says, "What's your Instagram, Shane?" This side of the radio. You can drop that in there. It's all. If you put in this side of the radio in any social media, you should be able to find me. So yeah, as the morning goes on, and then we have there's competition and stuff going on. Steve, man, the best.
See,
The best around.
Now down
I'm
on
good
the
for
ground.
something.
Down on the
Not
ground,
videos.
is there like tailgating with hot dogs, sausage, pretzels?
Yeah, there is. There's
beer?
a huge event that takes place like on the ground itself. And then after we're done, we'll usually tailgate afterwards. We'll come back to the field and tailgate. Let's see. Jay Miller says, Shane, splash and dash. That is my goal for Friday or Saturday, whichever day that I'm going to be there. If the wind is correct, the Rio Grande, is it the Rio Grande? It is the Rio Grande. The Rio Grande River flows through that part of the country, and a splash and dash is where you go and you dip the basket of the balloon in the water.
Nice.
And then you take off and fly away. So
Wow.
that is definitely on my bucket list for stuff. Let's see. Need a 7300 shaped balloon, maybe some damage on the corner. Yes, four wheel and redneck. I agree. Ray Novak, reach out to me. Let's see.
I was gonna say. I wonder
Misha
how much it
says
would
Shane
cost
must bring some balloons to the Sussex NB Atlantic Balloon Fest. Send me that information. I'd be more than glad if they want to bring us up there. We're in the process of building a new special shape that'll be ready to go for the spring season. So that'll be cool. It's a raccoon.
I wonder if we
And
could
this
put
is-
the Clubhouse logo on Carlos's parachute.
I can't pause this. So sorry if it's like blaring your ears out. So my crew that I recruited, they got to go fly on Sunday. So this is their flight lifting off the field. You can see they release on both ends of the field, and then they have balloons down at the bottom that are laying out and getting ready to release, and then they all take off and fly. I'm looking forward to it. The 3 balloons. I'll wait till the video to restart. Hold on. All right, so these 3 balloons over to the right-hand side, these are all from North Texas. That is a father and his 2 sons. The father is in the blue, and his 2 sons are in the gray balloons. And they're competition pilots. So
Wow, that's incredible. I
The
can't wait to
matching
see your
balloons.
pictures and video.
Yep.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
love
I
it.
can't wait.
This is so cool, man.
I love
I
the
can't-
frog.
Let's see. Share that.
So Jesse has a question. Did you fly your 100th flight naked?
I have not had my 100th flight yet. So
Will you? And will you give us a snapshot?
I
But
will
from the
not
waist up.
snapshot of it.
From
but I
the
will
waist
probably fly it
up.
naked.
From the waist up, obviously. We want proof.
I will. I like do from the neck up.
That proves nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Joe.
Do you really want to see that?
No,
No,
we really
no,
don't.
You don't. I'm trying to find more pictures. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. This is let's see. Yeah, this will work.
Guys, I'll be
Working
right
on-
back. I got
working
to
on
turn
the
on
fly
the Mr. Buddy heater. It's getting cold in here. I'll be right back.
Chilly in there, eh? So this is the river that runs through there, and then you'll see these 3 balloons here doing a splash and dash. So the idea is to fly over the river, touch the water, and then depart out to the north, depending on what the day's doing.
May the winds be in your favor.
Absolutely. If not, it will become a splash and dunk. Okay, that's all I got. Oh, wait. That's not all I got. The whole purpose behind the title of tonight's show. So this year, Part of the things that were going on at Albuquerque is the 66th annual Gordon Bennett. It is a balloon race, and these particular balloons are hydrogen balloons. And they will take off out of Albuquerque, and they stay in the air as long as possible. And the goal is to go the farthest distance. So let me unshare that. That's not how you unshare, Shane. Stop. That's
Shane
share.
Plasma wants you to talk about the
I'll get to
incident
that.
happened. Okay.
I'll get to there. Yeah, I want to talk about the successes first, and then we'll get to the not successes. So let's go here, there. Gordon Bennett. There we go. Let's go full screen.
That's a long way.
Oh.
That's a lot of propane.
No propane. So this is the Gordon Bennett, and everyone. I'm not going to click Control to scroll. So everyone took off from Albuquerque. These particular balloons, they are filled with, I think it is 1,000 cubic feet of hydrogen. And then they have calculated sandbags, water bags, all that kind of good stuff on there. And then they once they take off, they cannot land. And
Are they using APRS for tracking?
I don't know what they're using, but it's really cool. Who took me out of solo layout?
Well, Daniel, come back.
Jesus, like playing cards for those kids. So you can see everyone when they took off out of when they took off out of Albuquerque, everyone kind of flew the same, and then once they got up to altitude, they started kind of finding their own way. We had a couple that flew. Let's see here. The Polish team flew over the DFW area and had a not so fun landing in Kaufman County. I'll get to that one in just a minute. That's what everyone's talking about.
They were at 12,000 feet. That's insane.
Do what?
They were at 12,000 feet, according
Were
to the
they?
reports. Yep.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Was that meter? I think it was meters.
No,
So that's what
30,
2.5
3658 meters.
So that's 3 miles up.
You need oxygen
Something like
up
that.
there.
Do some quick math.
Not quite. 15,000 is your oxygen.
Anything above 12.5, you have to have
yeah.
oxygen. So we'll go back to the Polish group first, or at the end of the day. But you can see we have Great Britain. We have from all over the world. So far, I don't know if this is going to be the final results, but I believe France will be the winners this time around. They're number one right now, and they're on the ground. But they flew all the way to Springfield, looks like. Springfield, Georgia.
Well, they're not too far from me.
Wow. That's where they landed at. The USA team landed just short of them. Let's see. That's gonna.
They did land out there.
Yep, they're on the ground out there. That's going to be east of Dublin. I think Germany. Yeah, Germany and France are still airborne. Texas and the other teams are already on the ground. So we do have a couple. USA 2 looks like they landed over in Alabama, but looks like Germany and France are still fighting for the.
Is that live
for the
tracking?
winner. Yes, this is live. I don't know if it's APRS or what they're using, but they flew all the way from New Mexico all the way out to Savannah, Georgia. They did not land, so they have spent 60-something hours, 61 hours, 62 hours in the air in a gondola flying across the United States.
Dude, you know how much beef jerky and dude wipes you got to have for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Look out below.
A lot of cigars. Too.
Most of them use water. So the hydrogen will change throughout the day when it heats up, and then at night when it cools off, it will change how high they can stay up, and they have to decide whether they want to dump ballast or not to go up or stay down. So it's very strategic in how they have to do this stuff. The Polish team. So the reason behind, let me go out of full screen for this. So the reason behind tonight's title, there was the Polish team came over DFW, and these balloons looked strangely similar to one that came across the United States a few months ago that was shot down by a military aircraft. So there was a big news broadcast that was put out that says, "Hey, these are actually people from Poland that are in a competition. Please do not break out your shotguns and go to town. These balloons are full of hydrogen. That would not be good." But we did, unfortunately, the Polish team did have an incident because they were landing after dark. Let me see if I can get this to share. Well, it was close to dark. Let me move. Let's see, stop sharing.
You know how, for those of you near who monitor Coast Guard, where they put out notice to mariners, do they do something similar to notice to aviators or whatever that terminology is called?
Yeah.
There's a notice to airmen.
Yeah, everything was out there that to let them know. But let me go full screen. The Polish team coming into Kaufman County, unfortunately, had a line strike, and this being full of hydrogen, you'll see there was a very large explosion.
Wow.
Thankfully, there was only minor injuries, but the Polish team had a wire strike when they came into Texas. So so far everything seems to be okay with them. So good to hear that. But yeah, if they decide to come down at night, right? I believe so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they come down at night, they do have spotlights and everything to try to get them to where they can see. But when you factor that you've been in the air for 50-something hours, and you're kind of probably cross-eyed at some point, that it's a competition, it's an endurance race. So it's good.
Man, the AUT, is that Australia or who's that?
AUS.
AUT. Who's AUT then?
Austria.
James Hannibal makes an excellent point here. I don't think getting vaporized counts as minor injuries. So
it was only 138,000 volts.
Only.
Germany landed pretty close to
Austria is AUT.
Austria, that's right.
Yep.
Yes, so German-2 is just south of Tupelo.
Yep. Greenville, USA 3 is just south of Greenville, or just east of Greenville, Mississippi. They're on the ground there. But yeah, so they use hydrogen, and usually the endurance is, who can withstand being in the air for 60 freaking hours. So it was cool stuff.
That's crazy.
Let's see. No one was vaporized. Minor injuries. Let's see. I thought I saw something in the chat here. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got.
Lindsay says, news said all survived burns and broken bones.
Okay. Good deal. Glad that they're okay. Or that they're on the mend. I guess that would be the proper way to say it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, guys.
That's pretty cool, Shane.
Thank you. I waited an hour and 27 minutes to share that.
Oh, so I ordered some new LED yard lights, just so you guys know, on Amazon. And so my old ones, yard lights, floodlights.
Oh.
And so they're these things. So I had some 200-watt yard lights, and these suckers lit up like 100 feet deep. Like they lit up a good portion of my backyard.
You got a video on
that?
that?
Electrical noise.
You got a video on that?
No, I haven't got them yet. I get them tomorrow.
Get them tomorrow. Do a video, man. That'd be so.
They make
cool.
If the yard, if I'm operating AHF and the lights get put on, especially at nighttime in the winter, for chores, it just causes so much issues, so much interference on my radio. So I'm hoping these new ones have less interference. I might have to add some toroids as well. But
Molson, can I make a suggestion?
I got two. Yeah.
Let's do some cardboard cutout. Let's do some cardboard cutouts of us Clubhouse members and other YouTubers and other people. Let's put them in your yard, and we'll put the lights on, and we'll see if we can spot the.
Oh, dude, my yard lights are like crazy bright. How they light my yard, like So I bought. Hold on, let me see here. I'll see if I can find the.
I should
What they're
tell you. I
like.
should show you what I got. I think I may have a picture of what I have. I bought these things. But go ahead, you first.
No, go ahead. So they're 28,800 lumens each light. So and what
Wow.
do they say?
Wow.
Yeah. And they're spread horizontally is I think 120 degrees, and yeah, these things go pretty crazy how they would light up. So I can't wait to get those in tomorrow, because the ones I have right now, they got to go. They're great, but they make a lot of noise, and they're having issues with the power supplies. That's the only thing. It's like, especially with LEDs, if you have like, it's hard to know if you got good power supplies or not when you buy these fixtures, and then
You're
they
right.
start to put,
Especially on
they start
Amazon.
yeah, and
No,
they
he's
start putting
right.
out
Maltz is
AC
right.
current. They start putting
either
out AC current.
It's a hit. It's a
You guys
hit or
ever
miss.
you ever go to like a gas station and like the LED light above it's flickering, on and off. So even in those overpriced fixtures that they put into some of these big commercial places, they have poor power supplies. So, anyways, can't wait to get that up. So if people want to know, I bought the Hyperlight 240 watt LED floodlight, and I bought 30 of the, those replacement, like their warehouse lights. They're round. They look like UFOs.
Yeah.
You guys ever
Yes.
see
I know.
those?
Yes. Yeah.
I bought 30 of the 200 watts of those, and we installed those at work. And man, from Hyperlight, and they've been fantastic. So like the power supply is no issues with them after 3 years, I think it is. So that's why I went with Hyperlight, because I've purchased that brand.
Put a link in the
before.
chat. Put a link in the chat. There could be many people who want something like that. You got a link for that?
Yeah, well, I suggest anything with Hyperlight. I'll give you the link to the one that I'm buying. People can see it. But yeah, they're nice fixtures. Actually, I had suggested somebody, I had bought some for a church. So there's a church who was asking me about yard lights. This is years ago. And I said, you got to come by my place at nighttime to see how my lights light up. And they came, they were floored. So the ones that I have right now, they're not CSA approved, which is like UL approved. So we purchased another brand, Hyperlight is the one that we bought for there, which were CSA on those ones. And man, did those things. They got complaints from a customer who was like, house is probably around 800 feet away. And,
no kidding.
They got complaints about the lights, and they said, can you aim them away from our house?
Nice. TC
Yeah.
Fizz, thanks for the $20 super chat, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thank you, TC Fritz. Thank you.
Look at that. Those bright lights will let Molson see through the cow he's arming. It's like when you
it's like X-ray.
Yeah.
28,000 lumen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like candling an egg. You guys ever see that? You take like your flashlight and you put an egg on top, and then I have pictures on, I think, on my Instagram where you see the progress of an egg. We did it, and you see the beginning, and then as the egg turns into the chicken starts the embryo, and then it turns into a little baby chick. But it's pretty cool.
73, Vern.
Good night, Vern. 7-3. Thank you.
See you, Vern.
I think it's time to go around the horn, eh, Shane?
Yeah, I think we should probably put a bow on this thing.
Yep.
Sounds good. We have some testing to do.
We have a meeting tonight.
We do.
We need
With
some
the
volunteers
time.
of our good friends. So
Yes.
check out if you're privy to that chat, check it out.
So Daniel, you want to go ahead and start us off there?
Yeah. Well, listen, for my American friends and Canadian friends, I'm thankful for all of you. We just had Thanksgiving, like I said. So even if I don't know you personally, if you're watching the show, I'm grateful for that you're here. And I hope that you guys enjoy your week. And I hope everybody has a safe week. Vern, be safe.
Be safe.
And that goes for everybody.
Be safe, Vern.
Be safe. We hope that you're good. And it's getting colder, so I hope that you guys are ready for winter. I'm starting to wear. You guys have like winter jackets where there's like the inside layer and the outside. You can unzip them and then take them.
No, it
apart.
doesn't get that cold in Texas.
Okay, well,
not in the south.
we have like
I'm
we
all
have, like,
layered
dual-
up.
We have
I'm
like
all layered
dual
up right
layer
now.
And in an ice
winter
hut.
jackets. So I'm wearing the outside layer, which is more like a windbreaker, and so
Mhm.
like it's getting chilly out there. So
It's 82 degrees right now.
It's cold here in
Oh.
Connecticut. I know what he's talking about. I know exactly what Most is talking. It's all about the base layers.
Oh yeah, it's
Hilarious.
getting what is it right now? Right now it's tonight's going to be 7 degrees Celsius, and tomorrow night it's supposed to be 4.
Tonight's low
That's
is
4
67.
degrees from freezing.
I was gonna say it's
67.
60. It's 67 here right now.
All right,
We're 45 right now.
Let's see what we have in Connecticut right now.
45
And that's
over here.
For
freedom
those of
units.
you that live up north, that's 19 Celsius.
That's like a decent summer day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 54 right now, and I had to turn on the Mr. Buddy heater. It just
I couldn't hear it in the background. So
no. I got a new fan. Don't you worry.
oh, it's squeak.
But the chair is still squeaky, so I have to be very
Okay.
careful.
Ugh, I'm getting
All right,
tired, so I'm
Izzo.
gonna pass on to somebody else.
Izzo, it's over to you, man.
Most
You
of them
know-
will be doing that.
I gotta tell you something. So right after the show last week, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I went to go to one of my POTA parks. I wanted to chip away at getting my my kilo. I think I'm about 450, 500 in. And I got disappointed because it was a beautiful day. I went down by the Connecticut River into a gazebo. It's called Ferry Landing, and there was a solar panel that the state forestry has there. And that has always made some noise. And I've operated that park at different times, at nighttime and daytime. But the Amtrak bridge, they must have been working on it, because that thing, I could not, my waterfall, I have never seen my waterfall just go totally white. And matter of fact, I had a problem with one of my tuners, and I think it blew out one of my tuners, believe it or not. It was just so coincidental that my tuner stopped working. But gonna try to play some POTA this week and some other things, and I'm grateful to keeping the Canadian spirit going. Whether you're Canadian, American, it doesn't make a difference. I am grateful, and I am thankful for a lot of things. So
Well said, buddy. Joe Brett.
Well, just good timing. My iPhone just let me know I have an upcoming event this Saturday. We'll be going to a day in the park that a couple of clubs put on not too far from here. And unfortunately, it's not a day in a POTA park, but they set up some neat little setups. And the last time I went, they had one of those trailers with the big crank up towers. And
You guys need to go to a POTA park.
yeah, I mean, I may suggest that, but I plan on going and maybe try to get some interviews of what they're doing and just take some video over there, hang out for the day, and work on some other stuff, I guess, coming up. And I got a couple of, if you want to carry on live shows after hours, because we don't want to just leave you hanging, right? So Greg, our friend Greg, is currently live on his channel, and there's a link to his. And then Ham Radio Wilderness sent me a message, and he said he's got a video coming out sometime this week. Maybe he won't be a Steve. So check out Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank. There's links to theirs.
Fair enough.
That's all I got. Love you, Steve.
Steve-O.
Yep. I'm going to try to get the truck finished this week, get the ATOS mounted, the Diesel Power Works UHF mount, and everything set up and operational. And maybe the video out by the following weekend.
2024? 2023?
No. I might actually take the truck out and POTA with it for Support Your Parks.
Oh, nice. All right.
So,
I'm going to say this. When Steve publishes all these videos that he's been doing, we're going to be overwhelmed.
I know. It's going to take us a month of Sundays to get through all that.
see, I'll space them out. I'll do them 2 a week.
Oh, nice. 2 a week. That's good.
That's great cadence.
That'll take me through the end of the year.
Right? Is that it?
That's all I got.
Okay, cool. All right, for me, nothing. We'll see you here next week. Thanks for joining us. I've got videos coming at some point. Don't know when I'm going to have time to
I might
edit
put
them.
one out before him.
You probably will. I do have a couple of ham radio videos, and then I do have on my other channel. If you're interested in my other channel, join us in Discord. Go to my channel, This Side of the Radio. I put a link in there. So I did a friend of mine did a balloon flight. Cannot talk tonight, and he let me put a GoPro on his balloon while he was flying. So I put that video up for you guys to check out. So other than that,
real quickly, time out. Real quickly, wait, real quickly.
Almost made it.
Yep.
Don't forget next week, Gray Man POTA.
Oh, that's right, Gray Man POTA next week.
And Shane, talking about your videos, where the hell's the fake bow thing? Where'd that video go, man? I mean, it's not.
I love how he just reaches into abyss
with the signal stick on it.
So it's not fake; it's real. But it's
that's the fake one.
Oh,
that's the fake one.
I just hadn't had time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a failure at YouTube.
You just had to go get a promotion, didn't you?
I get a promotion, and then I get sidetracked and all kinds of good stuff.
He puts on a suit and tie, and he forgets about the rest of us.
You really suckered us into that because Shane was like, "Oh, I'm going to have so much more time. I'll be here every Tuesday now."
I have been here every Tuesday. Thank you very much.
Yes, he has.
You have.
I have not been absent. Minded, maybe, but not absent.
The other club in town is changing their meeting next month because of Veterans Day, and they're moving it to Tuesday.
Oh,
and I told
no.
them I wouldn't make it.
Molson, show us the
Because I
dogs.
gotta be
Show us the
appreciate
dogs. Turn them around. Show us
Hunter.
the dogs.
He's like, what
This
the
is
hell
Hunter.
do you want?
This is Taylor. Come on, Taylor.
Oh, look at that. Look at them.
They're like, no, we want to go out. We need to
Yeah.
potty.
Exactly.
Taylor.
I'm sorry. I'll shut
All
up.
right. So anyway, thanks to the 108 or 9 people who have joined us tonight. We appreciate you being here every week. Let me go back through because I like to do this. Evan Barcheck, $25 super chat. Ham Radio Crusader for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Jason KB1 WSC for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. We've got Steve with the 5 gifted. Digital Rancher with the 5 gifted. Did I miss one?
Mike with the 5.
Mike into MAK with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. TC Fitz, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Jody Vassar with the 1212 Canadian. We appreciate that. And the 4-wheeler redneck, last but not least, with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the support tonight. Each week, every week. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna say see you next week.
Play that outro.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.